bag to take a pitch.
We already have music before this. Don't we have the music that we just,
I got it. I'm gonna knock you out. Na, 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 na. Hell yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We're back after over a month break. Life kind of got crazy. Not in a good kind.
5-week hiatus, no big deal. Actually,
We've
it's
had
longer.
worse.
I'm lying because I didn't
About
end up
6
putting
weeks,
out that episode. So it's 6 weeks. Yeah.
That's 6 weeks, yeah. We didn't get a chance to promote our new merch, which was our mental health month merch.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of upset about, but again, like I said, shit happened, and a lot of stuff happened that was kind of restricting on the schedule.
Yeah, it happens. There are other priorities, and not going anywhere. I mean, I've been busy too, so I mean, it happens. Wait, whoa, hold up. Do me a favor.
What's up?
Just.
Oh yeah, the jersey. I know.
Yeah, pop up.
I'm wearing my Freddie Freeman jersey.
I mean, all right, I get it. The Braves are hot right now. I get it.
Red hot right now.
I understand. They're streaking, but the jersey, man. No, I'm kidding. I know it's Freddie Freeman jersey. That's pretty sick. I love Freddie.
It's Freddie jersey. I got a good price, legit jersey from Fanatics. If you know where to look, you know where to get good cheap jerseys.
Not the HG.
I love Freddie. No, those are stupid. It's so bad how obvious it is. It's so bad.
The front
every time.
The front and the whole jersey looks fine until you get to the back. And like at that point, though, in my opinion, wouldn't you rather just get a cheap jersey, no plain blank jersey, and then go to the game? I don't know if every stadium does it, but the Mets do it, right?
Yeah, it's like $30-$40. You just get whoever you want on the back of it.
Even if it's $50, it's still going to be cheaper. I mean, it's not going to be DHgate cheap.
It's going to be better quality though.
But it's going to be much better quality. You're going to be paying you're going to be paying the $50 for the quality, basically.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of paying for quality.
Me too. There's a good saying that I like to say: "Quality is king." Shout out Mr. Lawton, one of my favorite teachers.
But yeah, the Braves are red hot, but they're still not in first in the division.
No, fuck them.
Unfortunately, tonight, Ozzy Albies fractured his foot, so he'll be missing some time. Not what you want to hear. Really
no!
for baseball. No, but I know as Mets fans, we're like, we're kind of like whatever. Good, that's good for us.
No, I like Ozzy.
He's good for the game.
Yeah, he's a likable player.
And Acuna, exactly.
Nah, fuck Acuna. He's annoying me. It was fucking LeBron James shit. Fuck LeBron James. Fuck LeBron and his fucking fake hairline, bitch. He's a pussy.
I'm not a LeBron fan. I respect what he does, but I'm not a LeBron fan.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
MJ better. But
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Kobe was better.
Yeah. The Braves are on fire. They are. But I want to bring to the surface that while they have won 11 in a row going into today, and they are on the verge of
winning streak.
They're on the verge of winning 12. They have played only 4th and 5th place teams. Actually, technically a 3rd place team in the Pirates, but it's the Pirates.
A 3rd place team in the Pirates. When did I ever think the Pirates get into 3rd place in the fucking next 10, 15 years?
Right. I mean, gotta give the Pirates credit where credit is due. They churn out some quality fucking relievers, dude.
David Bednar is a beast, and his brother Will Bednar, he's gonna be a problem with the Giants.
Will Crow is nasty.
Well, he was nasty. He was coming over from the Nats. He was gonna be nasty.
Necessarily.
He had the stuff already, though.
Well, yeah, obviously they have the stuff, but like, look at Clay Holmes, right?
Beast. Fucking beast.
Garrett Cole, he was okay with the Pirates.
Right.
Jameson Taillon, he was okay with the Pirates.
Right. Then you have nasty ass relievers like, well,
dude,
on the field, Felipe Vasquez was a beast.
Off
the field, talk about a predator, man. Jeez.
I guess you could say he was a beast off the field too, just different meaning of a beast.
More of a predator, but you know,
he's got a club option at the end of this year. He's a free agent. I'm assuming.
I'm pretty sure they'll decline
that the Pirates are gonna give them.
You can't even say it with a straight face, dude.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the buyout. I'm pretty sure
and again, what he did was no laughing matter, but sometimes jokes write himself.
Yep. But yeah,
it's a minor payout, isn't it?
Yeah. So I do want to ask you though, as a Mets fan, I want you to be unbiased.
Okay.
Actually, I want to give you both. I want both sides from you. Are you worried? Are you worried about the Braves as a Mets fan?
As a Mets fan, you're always worried about the Braves. It's just the organization, the way they're run as an organization, that they're always one to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
And even as not as a Mets fan, you know, let's say you're a Cardinals fan or a Brewers fan or a Dodgers fan, the Braves have a track record, you know.
Yep.
Over the past 25 years, I'd say, 30 years almost.
That's a 30.
This is an organization. This is an organization that's had continued success.
Mm-hmm.
May not have enough all those rings to show for it, but they have what, 2? But they have 15 division titles, 17 division titles, whatever it is, in 30 years. Playoff runs and quality players. You can't count out the Braves no matter what. I mean, we saw what they did at the deadline last year to put themselves in a chance to win the World Series. They did.
Yep.
So even outside of the Mets, outside of the division, I am terrified of what the Braves can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, no, you're right. They're half game up in the wild card. They're tied with the Giants for that second, third wild card spot. Granted, they're in a very easy part of the schedule. This is a part of the schedule that they should be winning. So good for them that they are winning it. You know,
if you're going to go deep in the playoffs and you're going to, make a run, you need to win the games you need to win.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And, kudos to them for doing that. But their winning streak started with the Diamondbacks, who are a 4th place team. Rockies, 5th place team.
You're really back in 5th place?
Yeah. Athletics, 5th place team. Pirates, 3rd place team. And now Nationals, 5th place team. So they are and then they have 2 more against the Nationals after today, and 3 more with the 3 with the Cubs. And then they have 7 between the Giants and the Dodgers after that. So that will be the real test right there.
And they'll have the Mets right after too.
Phillies after they have the Phillies after the Dodgers.
It's Giants, Dodgers, Phillies, and then who?
Reds, Cardinals, Nationals, Mets, Nationals, All-Star.
If they can take how many they have against the Mets?
They have 3.
So it's 10 between the Giants, Dodgers, and Mets.
They have off, yeah.
If they can go 6-3, and then whatever they do with the last game, fine. If they can go 6-3 in the first 9 games of those 3 series, they're a legit team. They're a legit contender.
I would never count them out. Look at them last year. They weren't over 500 until August 4th, I think. 5th, whatever. August. Yeah. I mean, 2 months left of the season, Trade deadline is August 2nd this year, by the way. And so they'll have a few tests. They'll have the Giants and Dodgers for 7 straight. That's a big test.
Both on the road or both at home?
Home, though. Yeah. I don't think they've made their West Coast trip yet. Oh, yes, they did. They made 1 West Coast trip.
How many do they have? Because the schedule fucked the Mets the West Coast trip a lot.
They went out to San Diego and LA in the second, third week of the season.
Right, I remember that because that's when Charlie saw Dansby.
Yeah, they went 3-4, and then they will go out to San Francisco in September.
Because if I remember correctly, the Mets still have to go out west again too to play Oakland.
Yes. They go out for Oakland, Seattle, San Francisco for about a week and a half.
We're out in Seattle.
No, Braves.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm on the Braves schedule.
Seattle,
Sorry.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
They have to win. That's for how many games?
That will be 8 games.
They have to go.
That's in September.
5-3.
They have a pretty easy September. So they start off Colorado, Miami, Oakland, Seattle, San Francisco, Phillies, Nationals, Mets, Marlins.
Listen, to finish with that many games against the division is going to be
scary.
Brutal for them.
That's scary.
And I guarantee you the Nationals and the Marlins will be out of it by that point, but they're going to love playing spoiler.
But both
and
of
the
them,
Marlins in September, please.
the Marlins are king spoiler.
The Marlins live for September.
And now to compare the Mets, September.
Realistically, it's a 2-horse race. I mean, yeah, you can include the Phillies right now, but from everything I've seen, I don't see them as serious threats. They're gonna have to make a move for an arm at the deadline.
Gene Segura is out for I think 10 to 12 weeks, right?
Right.
Oh, that was from last week or 2 weeks ago. Whatever. He's out until after he's out until like August. That's a big bat that they're missing. Schwarber, Castellanos, Harper. We know what Harper is. Harper's, that's never a problem. But the rest of the team, exactly, and that's where I was going to go. The defense is fucking horrible, dude. They are so bad.
It's almost as if they completely forgot that you have to actually field the ball. Now, don't be wrong. Castellanos doesn't have a chicken wing. He can throw. He's got a nuke for an arm. It's not always accurate.
I wouldn't say nuke.
He's got a nuke.
I wouldn't say a nuke. He's got a decent arm. He is atrocious at tracking balls. Schwarber is atrocious at tracking balls.
Well, Schwarber's not a fucking fielder, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'd say Schwarber's better than Castellanos in the field. 100%, I would. JT Realmuto is their best defender.
So the Phillies, as of right now, are at a -29 defensive run saves. That's worse than Major League Baseball.
Yeah, no surprise there. And you got what 47-year-old Didi Gregorius at shortstop.
They are positive they're positive DRS in only 2 positions: second base and pitcher.
Not catcher.
In right field, they're -11.
I don't think there is DRS in that catcher actually.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, there is. Oh, there's no outs above average at catcher. That's right. What it is.
So catcher and first base are at 0.
Oh, okay. Wow, Hoskins is even. It's interesting. He's decent. He's all right.
By the way, in first place is the Cleveland Guardians with 40 DRS.
Makes sense.
They're only negative at 2 spots.
Where?
Third base.
Really? Pitcher. Wow.
-1 at third base.
And their pitchers are actually pretty decent fielders, I'd say.
They're -3 at the pitching position.
That's not bad. Okay.
Nope.
Wow. All right.
The Mets are even, by the way.
Overall?
Total. Yeah.
Oh. Take it. They're decent.
Mm-hmm.
The Mets are decent. They make the routine plays. That's really all you could ask for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say with the Mets schedule for September, October, Dodgers, Nationals, Pirates, Marlins, Cubs, Pirates, Brewers, A's, Marlins, Braves, Nationals. So I'd say it's pretty even between the two. The Mets
Yeah.
play the division a whole lot less. They only play Marlins, Braves, Nationals, play the Marlins and Nationals twice.
Well, here's the thing with this, and let's be real, the division races, it's going to come down to who takes advantage of the schedule best.
Yeah.
You know, that happens across the board in baseball, and the NL East is no different.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at where it is right now. Obviously, the Mets came off their long West Coast trip. And Steve Gelb's put it in great perspective. The Mets just wrapped up a stretch of 22 games in 23 days. 16 of those games were played in the Mountain and Pacific time zones. Overall, they went 14-8 during that stretch. That's a major success. For a stretch like that, I'll take that any time of the week. Any day of the week.
I would say especially since Max Scherzer has gone down, the rotation has an over 5 ERA. I think it's like a 5.5.
Yeah,
around
Bassett
there.
struggled big time.
Bassett has like a 7 ERA over his last 5 starts.
Now,
so
the division we thought was going to be an absolute barn burner, like we're seeing in other divisions, hasn't been. Like the AL East is just, the Yankees are just taking advantage of everyone.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the Mets best team in the National League still, and but they're not the best team in the MLB. That is the Yankees.
Yeah, and I mean the Yankees are. Yeah, I saw people saying, "Well, you can start comparing them to the 2001 Mariners." And there might be a case there.
Are you jealous?
This Yankees team looks legit.
Are you jealous?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if they do rival that 01 Mariners team, I would love to see them lose in the playoffs like the Mariners did. just for the comedy of it.
It's yeah, I was thinking earlier, like everyone loves to talk all of this shit during the season, right? But nothing matters unless you win the World Series, right? At the end of the day,
really being said at best, nothing matter. It doesn't matter if you don't win the last game of the year.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Like, okay, your team won 140 games. You went 140 and 22, and then you got swept in the first round of the playoffs. You know, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter if you won the MVP, the Cy Young, the Rookie of the Year, and Manager of the Year all on the same team. And if you're out in the first round, doesn't fucking matter. What are you gonna say?
A massive disappointment. But what I was gonna say was, Mets and the Yankees first two teams to 40.
Yes.
40 wins. Obviously, it looks like the Yankees are taking control over the AL East and really the AL in general. The Mets obviously grinding through the past month or so, looking to get Scherzer and DeGrom back. Are we looking at a Subway Series World Series like we did in 2000? What do you think the likelihood is of that?
I'd say as of right now, very. I'd say it's the most likely scenario. I can't see any team even really competing with the Yankees right now. But those Astros are always fucking pesky.
Right. And Justin Verlander's having the best season of his career at age 39.
Dude. And not only that, I mean, just as a, the team as a whole, they're just a good team. They always do well in the playoffs.
They know what it takes to win. Yeah.
Their Carlos Correa replacement is playing better than Carlos Correa.
Jeremy Pena, yeah.
It's.
I mean, he's making a case for AL Rookie of the Year. You know, J-Rod is finally showing up. I mean, the AL has a lot of young talent, but I don't think it's in any one particular team to where anyone can really compete with the Yankees. You said it best, the Astros. Yeah. I mean, the Red Sox are starting to get hot now. JD's having a great year. Devers is kind of getting hot. I don't think they'll compete for the division. I think out of the wild card spot, they could be a problem. But again, those are the teams that are always there at the end. Obviously the Twins aren't going to do shit in the playoffs with the Yankees. The White Sox are in a fucking free fall.
Yeah, dude.
And they may have a new manager within the coming weeks, which we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, the Yankees are running away with it. I see them as the heavy favorite in the AL.
Yeah,
if
I mean,
not throughout baseball. I don't know
who's competing with them.
Right.
The Blue Jays have been getting hot lately.
But they're so inconsistent. Outside of Alek Manoah, that rotation has been so up and down.
Well, yeah, but what they need is for their offense to be their offense. You know, they need Vladdy to be that guy. You know, and
same guy was last year.
Yeah, which he really hasn't been.
Yeah.
What's he hitting now? He's hitting 250. Man, he's having a good year. 258.
But he's not having the year that he needs to have.
He's not an MVP this year. He's not. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I don't see anybody competing with the Yankees right now.
No, and it is just the way it is. But right now, I don't see how anyone can say the Yankees are not the best team in baseball.
Yeah, I mean,
there's I think zero argument like for anyone else right now. You can argue that when the Mets get reinforcements, they're right there.
But we gotta see what DeGrom and Scherzer are. I do think
those guys are each 3 weeks away easily.
Yeah, probably about 3 weeks. But I think the one thing that is going to help the Mets is that compared to the Yankees, right? The Yankees have their ace, Nestor Cortez. They have their 2-guy, Jameson Taillon. They have their 3-guy. They have their 3-guy, Sevy. They have their 4-guy, Jordan Montgomery.
350 million, $40 million guy.
And they
$10 million.
And they're
at the back end of the pen. That's a lot of money at the back end of the rotation.
And their 5-starter Garrett Cole. They have all pitched.
That's really how it's shaking up too.
Since the beginning of the year. Right? They have all pitched since the beginning of the year. They, how many times has Nestor, Taillon, Sevy, and Montgomery done this? Cole, we know he can do this. Is he doing it right now? No.
And I think with the weather warming up, Garrett Cole will get better. He's shown that he has slow starts. Obviously the sticky stuff is a massive, conversation piece with him.
That is something I want to bring up. Could I cut you off quick? Did you see that?
Say they're developing a substance. So Garrett Cole might
pre-tacked
be hope for him. Mm-hmm.
The pre-tacked babaseballs in
the minors, yeah,
or double A. I don't remember what league it was.
It was
double A.
But I saw something that in one of the double A teams they take the game balls from the game ball bags and use it in the bullpen.
Okay.
So that way they have the feel of it already. I believe it's either for the feel, so they kind of get used to the substance, or they take it before the substance is put on it because they hate the substance. I forgot which one it was. It was one of the two, but it's getting mixed reviews right now. I think.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. I think that is the right route, though. They need to do something like that. But anyway, what I was going to say is the one advantage that the Mets will have is their 2 best pitchers, who are a little bit older, are only going to play the second half of the season. They are going to be in July come October when everybody else is going to be in October. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to be in their 7th month. Well, they'll be in their 4th month.
I think that's huge because of their age and B, their injury history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to mention they're 2 of the best pitchers on the planet.
Yeah.
And this is the biggest question going into the year that we worried about with the Mets is the rotation health. Now, obviously, Bassett's having his struggles now, but last year he was a workhorse. Yeah. Will that be part of something to look forward towards Right, but will that be some of the extended playoff run? Something he hasn't really done much of. Taijuan Walker hasn't had much of an extended playoff run. It'll be interesting to see how their arms hold up behind the guys who essentially have fresher arms. Because obviously DeGrom and Scherzer can't carry throughout the playoff run. It's not like in hockey where you can have a goalie like Igor Shesterkin just carry your team to the end. You're gonna have to rest the starters. You're gonna have to rest these guys.
This is what I think of that take. Ever heard of Madison Bumgarner?
Well,
have you ever heard that name?
But look at how his career turned out since.
That was 2014. He was fine after that.
My point being, look at his age compared to the age of DeGrom and Scherzer right now, though.
It's different.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's different.
It's different.
Right. You can't have. That's what I'm saying. You can't have these two guys, especially, carry your team night in and night out. In a best of 7, you're gonna throw 2 pitches at each every time.
Not every time. But you're acting as if the other team is only going to be throwing aces too. Look at the Dodgers. Their pitching is dropping like flies. Their best pitcher is Tony fucking Gonsolin, the fucking guy.
Don't forget they're getting Dustin May back.
The guy who looked
2 months.
You don't know what the fuck he's going to be, and he's going to be on a pitch limit.
Right.
Tony Gonsolin. They fucking went down to Santa Monica. They opened up one of the tents on the beach, and they said, "Hey, dude, you want to pitch for us?" And he said, "Yeah." That's exactly how they found him. Like their pitching is fucking dropping like flies. Clayton Kershaw, injury history, hasn't been as good, over the past few years. Absolute legend, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's not the same guy. You don't know what he's going to be when he's back. And
playoff Kershaw doesn't have a good track record either.
That is true. Their ace right now, I'd say, is maybe Julio Urias.
Right, and
with the best track
6
record.
to 8 weeks,
and it ended up being longer.
Down 6 to 8 weeks,
and it could end up being even longer. I was on MLB Now earlier today. They were doing a breakdown, and he's not extending his arm, which, if you know, it that is common with elbow injuries, which is scary. I'm sure he's going to be getting a lot of imaging done over those 6 to 8 weeks. He's out probably until at least September, I'd say. Realistically.
But again, you talk about a guy like Walker Buehler coming back, similar to the DeGrom Scherzer situation. That's a guy who, if his arm is fresh,
if he's right,
could be a problem.
If he's right, and also
it could be a problem.
But I agree, but it's also different. The big thing is, in my opinion, is one thing for the playoffs and pitching. Actually, 2 words. Frankie Montas.
100% right.
He is going to a playoff. Yep, and he's going to a playoff contender, whether it be the Mets, the Dodgers, the Braves,
Giants, even
Giants, Twins. He's going to go to one of those, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's going to be a huge piece. We're talking about the injury bug. Let's real quick stick with that.
Okay. Yeah.
We mentioned Ozzie Albies went down. You mentioned Walker Buehler. Guys are dropping like flies this year, especially the past week or so.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of injuries. JP Fireeisen now, I think, needs Tommy John, right? Or no, Kittredge. It was Kittredge.
Yeah.
Kittredge needs Tommy John. Casey Mize is going to get Tommy John.
Yep.
A lot of guys that, we took flyers on in fantasy baseball too. These guys are going down like crazy. Acuna is back, obviously, thankfully, and his knee looks perfectly fine
for now.
But this is. I'm very curious to see if this is going to be related to the lockout and the shortened ramp up period, or if it's just bad luck.
I feel like now, like this deep into the season, probably, I don't know if you could really blame the lockout anymore. Right. Into May, okay. Definitely April. You want to say April? Understand.
Yeah.
May, okay. We're, sure. But
Memorial Day was the cutoff, you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. But the big problem is with that as a whole is guys are different now. Guys are training and ready to go, a lot earlier, and it's not like these guys thought that, there's never going to be baseball again. Of course they were training. They were up to their, I'm sure they were going up to their speed of where they should be at first spring training and everything. So you want to say the spring training, the shortened spring, I'd say go into May, end of May. Sure. Now, no.
Because I saw something. Because we're gonna have the World Baseball Classic next year, by the way, which is gonna be fucking awesome. I've been waiting for that for so long. I love that.
Been a long time.
Great event. Yeah, 2017, right?
2017 was the last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was in college watching Team Israel.
Yeah, we were supposed to have. It was supposed to be 2021, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then obviously COVID and all that fun stuff, and the Olympics, and I saw Adam Ottavino will be pitching for Team Italy if he's able to get to a point where he's comfortable by the time the tournament comes around to be able to go full speed.
Oh, okay.
I saw a lot of guys are now, especially pitchers, are taking the timing of it all into consideration.
Yeah. I'm sure.
With the MLB implementing this 13 pitcher policy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're delaying it continuously, but I mean, what do you think about that? I don't think we talked about this 13 pitcher policy.
Yeah, we haven't. It's appropriate.
It keeps getting pushed back, and I don't know. I don't know what I feel about that.
It's fine.
You like a positional limit like that?
Is that again?
You like the positional limit like that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, the managers are requesting it for a reason, so it's not like, it's not like they're just doing it for any, whatever reason. Managers are requesting for there to be the extended, the extended limit.
Yeah.
And this goes until July 1st now, right?
June 20 something, I think.
I thought it was July 1st.
I mean, they'll probably push it back to July 1st. Let's be real.
They'll probably push it back to fucking August 1st, to the deadline.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And you mentioned the managers asking for things. We have 2 interim managers now.
Yes, sir.
Phil Nevin is one, and Rob Thompson, 2 longtime Yankee coaches.
Yeah.
Now getting a chance to manage, because if you're a man named Joe and you have a managerial job, or you had one on opening day, you don't anymore.
Yeah.
And if your name's Tony, your seat is red fucking hot right now, especially on the south side of Chicago.
We'll get to Tony. Let's start with Joe Girardi.
Was it? Let me ask you this: was it a move that needed to be made?
No.
You think that one wasn't need to be made at all?
No.
Okay. I'm in agreement there. Girardi would have figured it out eventually, but I do know that Girardi led teams. Once you have a role, that's your role. Whether you like it or not, it's hard to change his mind and hard to break out of your role. So maybe there was dissension in the clubhouse about certain roles and stuff like that. Obviously, Harper switching to DH might have played a role in it. Who knows?
Well, he had to. He has a torn UCL.
Right, exactly. But
I think Joe Girardi is a great manager. I don't think that. I think it is, especially for the Phillies, I think it is very fucking stupid to blame Joe Girardi for a poorly built team. A team that can't field, a team that can't hit for average or base hits or steal bases. Can't fucking pitch. The bullpen can't pitch. 3/5 of the rotation can't pitch. And you're going to blame Joe Girardi? That's fucking bullshit in my mind.
And I saw something on this, and it was specifically about Girardi. A manager's only in control of the 9 guys he puts on the field, really. Who's in charge of the rest of the roster that he has to work with?
Yeah.
If anyone's to blame in Philly, it's Dave Dombrowski.
Yep.
Because John Middleton is giving them ample funds to create a good baseball team.
We don't know what he is, though, because the other team, like Artie Moreno, the manager, the owner of the Angels, he never wanted to invest in pitching. He thought that was a stupid thing to do.
Right. Well, I'm talking. Let's real quick finish up on the Phillies, because Middleton.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say. Is maybe Middleton doesn't want to spend money on the bullpen, or doesn't think that defense is a thing. So he doesn't he doesn't fund money into defense and relief pitching. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, but again, he said, go get these guys. He's thrown the bag at Wheeler. I think they've extended Nola. So obviously, I think it's tough because remember 2 years ago when Real Muto was a free agent, they had no money somehow.
Yeah.
But now they're throwing the bag at these guys, these hitters. And now, granted, in the National League, there's a lot of teams that you just need to outslug them. That's just how you win ball games sometimes.
That's their game. They're going to beat you on the home run. If you keep them inside the park, you're probably going to win the game.
Right. Which teams have done a good job of doing.
Yeah.
But I don't think all this falls on Girardi. I think Dombrowski. It has to be a deeper look at Dombrowski.
I agree.
Deeper look at how this team is being built, top to bottom too. Because even in the minor leagues, some of the guys they're calling up aren't terrible, but they're not MLB caliber players.
Like,
who's the guy? I'm trying to remember the guy that pitched against the Mets a couple of weeks ago.
Norwood?
No, the starter. He pitched in the game against Carrasco.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but he had he had good stuff. He wasn't missing bad either.
Mm-hmm.
He was around the plate, but he just got burned because he was around the plate too.
Yeah.
But he had good stuff.
Right.
So there are some guys that in the pipeline that they might have, but that is a shallow prospect pool too, if you think about it.
Yes.
So this team needs to be really reevaluated. Personally, I don't think it's time to blow it up yet, but I think in the very near future, blowing it all up is a strong possibility for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Bailey Falter,
yeah.
Yeah, the lefty.
Stuff. Yeah.
And that's when the Mets were hitting. I think they were hitting like 205 against lefties as a team.
Yeah, he had good stuff. But I think we're looking at a blow it up and rebuild in Philadelphia very soon.
Interesting. What are you going to blow up?
I don't know. They've already blown up their defense. They've already blown up their rotation.
Kyle Schwarber and Castellanos are both on 2-year deals, right?
Schwarber, no. Castellanos is on a 4-year, I thought.
It's not 4-year.
Thought so.
I thought they were both on 2-year. Either way, I mean, obviously everybody's expendable besides Bryce. Yeah.
And
but
he's
either way,
figure out how to deal with the UCL. So who knows?
Yeah. The Phillies are 9-1 now.
Yeah.
Since the firing of Joe Girardi.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think that's legit, or do you think that falls under a situation
fire being lit under their ass?
Yeah, and the situation of them, the schedule situation. They played the Angels, who were, we will get to them. They were very cold. Right. The Brewers, who are also cold. Very cold. Mm-hmm. Diamondbacks.
Last
and that's it.
Or near it.
Fourth, yeah.
What's their upcoming schedule look like?
They are playing the Marlins now. They will play 5 against the Nationals. Texas, San Diego, Atlanta for the rest of the month.
Really, that's San Diego, Atlanta is going to be the only real test, I think, because Texas is playing well.
Texas is they're coming up.
But I think really, is it in Texas or not?
Yep. Yeah, they're away. They're away for 5 in Washington, 2 in Texas, 4 in San Diego.
That's a long road trip.
That is, well, doubleheader in Washington, but
it's an 11-game road trip. Yeah,
it's a week and a half. Yeah,
it's 11 games.
Yeah.
If they can get out of that 6-5, they'll be lucky, I think, because the fact it's an 11-game road trip. Regardless, listen, you're looking at teams going to fall off at the end of the year anyway, because that's what they always do.
Yeah,
it happens every year. I feel bad for Phillies fans at this point, because at what point do you say enough's enough? I'm just going to stop, because they're obviously trying to win.
Mm-hmm.
There is that win now mentality, but they're not putting that out there. They're just saying, "Here, go hit homers, go hit homers, boom, boom."
Yeah, they're new age baseball. It's strikeouts, home runs. It's stupid. It doesn't work. It will make your team a 500 team, which is, I think the Phillies are slightly above 500. I think they're like probably like an 80.
I think because I think they're the epitome of mediocrity. I saw stats a couple times the past 3 months.
No, I'm just saying. I think they will.
500 baseball.
I think they will be an 83, 84 win team.
But yeah, they're the epitome of mediocrity.
Well, yeah, they're middle of the pack. It's not really middle of the pack, but they're 500.
Let me ask this though.
Yeah.
If they hit 85 wins, does Rob Thompson get a chance to manage next year?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay. All right. Well, you mentioned the Angels in their cold stretch. Joe Madden got the boot too. The day he got a haircut to try and loosen things up in the clubhouse. So he got fired sporting a mohawk that his team never saw. I think it's the best fucking story in baseball. Actually, second best story to come out of baseball this year. You can't. It won't top the Tommy Pham, Jock Peterson shit, which we'll get to in a little bit. Also, because I want to touch on that.
All right.
Because that's a wild story in its own right. Joe Madden gets fired the day he gets a mohawk. Dude is what, 68 years old?
Yeah, he's
55 years old.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. That's brutal.
Well, I kind of feel bad for him, but that is the funniest shit, dude.
Right?
He went out and got a fucking mohawk, and then he walks in, and Perry Managian just saw the fucking mohawk, and he was like, all right, that's enough. We're done.
Get the fuck out.
But so the Angels, by the way, they're 2-4 since the firing and the hiring of Phil Nevin, who has been on the radar of and on the cusp of becoming a manager for a very long time.
To his Yankee days with George Girardi, even.
Yeah, I mean he's interviewed for countless teams over the past 10 years.
It's like Joe Espada.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. They're the two cuspers.
Yeah, lifetime cuspers. Or like Derek Shelton was for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I did lose my train of thought. Fuck. What was I gonna say?
2-4 since he was named interim manager. Their schedule's been a little tough though. They played a red hot Red Sox team.
So that's where I was going. Thank you.
And they played the Mets, which is always tough considering the 41 Mets.
Yeah, it was a very bad time to fire Joe Madden.
But you had to do something. You had to send a message at some point because Mike Trout wasn't hitting. Ohtani really wasn't hitting.
I would agree, but they broke the what was the losing streak at?
13 or 14.
13? 14?
Well, they fired him at 12.
So they fired him at 12, and then they lost the next two. No,
game or two, I think.
And then they won against Boston, lost against the Mets, won, and then lost again. So they only won 2, right? Oh, yeah. There you go. So they're 2-4.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Listen, it's a brutal. It's brutal seeing a team go through a 14-game losing streak, especially a team that had such high hopes going into the year.
Yeah.
A team that's finally invested in pitching, as we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
They're finally figuring it out, trying to figure out how to build it properly. And a 14-game slide that knocks them out of the playoff completely realistically.
They're fucking they're like 8.5 out of the fucking 8.5 out of the division. They're third in the division now.
They were in an absolute free fall.
But
for those 3 weeks.
But tell me what's better, the red hot bats of the Red Sox and the Mets, and then they're playing the Dodgers for 2. Then they play Seattle for 5, and then they play KC, Seattle, and Chicago White Sox. I would have rather fired him right before that KC series, personally.
Yeah, I would have given him the KC series to turn around, or at least seeing what happened in Seattle.
All right. I know there was the big thing with him walking Corey Seager with the bases loaded. They
well, and that leads to Tony La Russa too.
Yeah, they didn't
everyone's
like
connected.
Artie Moreno and Perry Najan. They didn't like him walking.
That wasn't Perry's guy either. Perry didn't hire Joe.
No.
You're always going to want to bring in your own guys. So it's
who hired him?
Billy Epler, right?
Hell yeah, baby. Let's go and say.
But that's the thing. You're always going to want to bring in your own guys. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So they're shorter leash. Do I think Joe Madden should have been fired at some point? Yes. I think the writing was on the wall. And he was a gimmick manager with the Rays. It worked. Won a World Series with the Cubs. It worked there a little bit. I think baseball's adapting to his style of play, and it's becoming what a baseball should be. So his innovative genius is washing away slowly.
Okay.
So that's
interesting. All right.
Am I wrong?
Do you think do you think he'll get rehired somewhere else?
I think he'll be out of baseball for about a year or two.
Oh yeah,
he might get another job. Yeah.
Okay.
He might.
I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree. I think that he is still a good manager. I don't think that this falls on him. I don't really care for the manager to be the scapegoat for the general manager and the owner. I think that's kind of stupid. I think it's a lost thing. I know that he is the one that's, the face of the game, and he's the one in the clubhouse with the team and such. And if it is like you were saying that like Joe Girardi makes, places every player in a role and the players don't jive with that. Okay. I understand a firing like that, if that is the case, but if it's not, and, the players don't have a problem with, said manager, then I think it's kind of a cop out, and the front office is kind of pussy.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I do think that the time was coming eventually, just from a sheer performance standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a great baseball. I think he'd be a great fit in Philly, honestly.
Yeah.
But obviously that's a conversation for November or December. It's interesting to see all these old school managers. Even I don't even know if you call Joe Madden old school. He was new school before everything kind of went that way. With Tony La Russa, the Hall of Famer on the chopping block. I mean, people in Chicago want his ass out now. Walking Trey Turner out with 2 strikes to get to Max Monty, and I get it. Max Monty was off the IL. He's been struggling, but he goes and hits a 3-run nuke and says, some bullshit about, hey, that's fucking stupid. Why'd you do that? I was going to burn you regardless.
Monty's a fucking idiot. I don't like that. I didn't like that.
I hate that. I didn't like that. That's just disrespectful to your opponent. Listen, he played percentages, whatever.
It was a lefty pitcher too, wasn't it?
I think so. I didn't agree with the move of walking Turner, but the White Sox the last 3 years have had such high expectations that have not been lived up to. Something's got to change. Jerry Riesdorf, the owner, he brought in Tony La Russa, so that's his guy. He's been his guy for years.
Since the 80s.
Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and say, hey, I've been wrong. I think the Tony La Russa firing comes within the next 2 weeks.
Disagree.
Really?
Highly disagree.
And why is that?
They're good friends. I don't see him firing him. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters what the players want. I don't think it matters what the fans want. I don't think it matters what the front office wants. I think that Tony's going to stay. It matters what Jerry Riesendorf wants.
That's true. I don't know. I think he wants results. The interesting thing is 𝑀'KELL is the bench coach, and he's been rumored to be another managerial candidate down the road.
Joe McEwing is their third base coach. He's another guy.
McEwing is also, he's interviewed for a couple of roles as well.
Yep.
Jerry Narron is a major league instructor, and he's been a manager before.
Mm-hmm. Has he?
You know, they have. I believe he has.
Who's he a manager with? I don't even know the name.
I want to say Milwaukee.
You're gonna have to fact check this.
I'm looking at it right now.
Because I only remember Renicky and then Council.
Oh no, sorry, he was a bench coach. No, yeah, he was the manager for the Texas Rangers in 01-02, and then the Reds from 05 to 07.
Maybe if I see his face.
And he was bench coach for the Sox during 2020 season.
Okay.
But again, he's got managerial experience.
Mm-hmm. There's a handful of guys that are candidates there. I don't know.
It'll be very interesting to see.
I don't see it. I don't see it happening personally.
Okay. Do you think it happens at the end of the year?
How many years left does he have on his contract?
I don't know, but if they don't, let's say they don't make the playoffs.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I see it, because a big reason that he even got fucking hired in the first place, like, rehired, is because Jerry felt bad about firing him in 1980, whatever it was, 87, 88. He felt bad about firing him. That was a big reason why he rehired him. Is that
what George Steinbrenner did with Billy Martin every time?
What, all 27 times? Fucking, yeah.
No,
yeah.
24. Come on
now. Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Right. But the White Sox have other issues right now, and that may make their way onto the field. Tim Anderson and his side chick. You see that?
God, dude.
What is going on with this shit?
Matt
between him and whatever Zach Davies did last year. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
Zach Davies. These are two different ball games here. Zach Davies fucking ghosted his wife.
It's fucked up, but it's hilarious,
dude.
You just don't hear about this shit.
It is.
But hang on, fuck you, Zach Davies, for leaving your dogs like that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
The wife, fine, whatever. The wife, fine. Go ahead. She might have, whatever. But the dogs, come on, man.
Fucked up.
No, the whole thing's fucked up. Zach Davies, fuck you, man. What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then he signed in the same state where his wife lives, because they lived in Arizona.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a massive fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tim Anderson apparently got his side chick pregnant while he's married. Hopefully it doesn't carry on to the field. He's already had enough on-field incidents this year with Josh Donaldson. By the way, Josh Donaldson's appeal was denied, so he served his suspension on Monday night.
The Yankees didn't play today.
Oh, sorry, it was Tuesday. Sorry.
Yeah. Where's the tweet that I sent to the group? I need to read this out loud.
It's just
right. Tim Anderson's wife just posted them 18 hours ago. Only for
Go ahead. Get through it.
Only for the side chick to post him on her story with the caption "baby father" with a heart emoji, a black heart emoji, and a video of her clearly pregnant. You cannot be serious. Dude, come on.
Yeah, and hang on a sec. This comes literally the day that I woke up this morning to a text from my hockey group chat. Connor McDavid's cheating on his girlfriend allegedly, and somehow, some way, again allegedly, Rangers forward Sammy Blais wants to fuck his sister. This has been a wild day in sports. Sex life. It's been an absolutely bizarre day for that shit. Yes, that's what I woke up to. Swear to God, I will send you tweets later about it.
Yeah, please do. I need.
It's
need to, but don't need to. All right.
This has been a wild day, and Tim Anderson just with the icing on the cake at the end of the day like that.
What a fucking idiot!
Like, how do these professional athletes just not realize all eyes are on them?
Right.
Like the video of Connor McDavid, somebody says, "What's up, Connor?" and you see him like a deer in the fucking headlights. Like, oh fuck. Like, how do you not? He went out to a club in Canada. I get it. In America, you might not be recognized, but you're a hockey player, the best hockey player in the world, outside of a club in Canada with someone who's not your girlfriend. You really think you're not going to get caught? Come on, man. I'm sure the boys on the power play will talk all about this on their episode that drops probably Wednesday. Go follow them. They're going to break down the entire Stanley Cup Finals preview, do a whole preview on that. Fuck the Tampa Bay Lightning. Go Colorado Avalanche. Big Avs fan here. From the Tips just dropped a new episode. Congratulations to Brian, by the way, on the power play from the Tips guy. Got engaged recently, so congratulations to Brian.
Sure.
Wishing them nothing but the
Congrats,
best
Brian.
going in their life together. Him and his fiance Ellie. She's very sweet. Got a chance to meet her once. Very sweet girl. So congrats to them. So check out on the Tips from the Tips on the power play. Spoke to Nick recently. He's gonna try and work in Tri-State Sports Beat soon. That should come back soon. He's listening to Jets and Giants this year. It's gonna be full of content. This should be a very interesting time. So go check out all their older episodes, kind of get their vibe. Yeah.
So it was on.
Oh yeah, you know, I gotta tell you, man. It's the summer. It's getting hot. It's getting muggy, man. I walk by some people, and I just feel like throwing soap at them. Not just any soap, though. A nice baseball soap from our friends at Soap is on. Now, if you want, you can get the soap for yourself, which I use. You can get soap to throw at people who might need it. But either way, you can get 15% off your order using promo code TAP at soapzon.com. You can get pine tar, peppermint tea tree, or regular tea tree. Pine tar is my personal favorite, but the peppermint tea tree is very good. Guys, just don't be so fucking smelly. It's the summer. We all know we're sweating. It's hot out there. It's gross. Get some fucking soap. Don't be so fucking smelly. Soapazon.com. Promo code TAP gets you 15% off your order. Soapazon.com. Go order today.
Oh, baby.
One thing I do want to note, news came out today. Eduardo Rodriguez, who was making a rehab start down AAA, left the team for personal matters. He had issues with COVID-related after effects with the Red Sox. Hopefully, it's nothing bad like that. Wishing him all the best, but they just signed him to a big deal this offseason. Something you don't want to see as a Tigers fan, especially with the team struggling after spending a bunch of money in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
They're struggling, and you don't want to see that. So Eduardo Rodriguez, wishing him best of luck, hopefully, and whatever's going on. Hope to see him back on the field because he's not a bad pitcher.
No, he's all right.
And he could be, especially with Casey Mize going down, he's gonna be a huge piece of that rotation.
Yeah,
if they want to even consider competing.
Yeah, I mean,
the AL Central.
Gonna be hard now.
Yeah. What do we miss? I mentioned. Let's just talk about this real quick because how are we doing in fantasy?
Pretty good. Sole possession of third place.
All right. Overall or in our division?
There's no divisions. It's just
they got rid of the beer league and the bush league this year?
Yeah, gone.
Interesting.
Just one big pool.
We've had some drama in the World Pod Classic that we haven't had to catch everybody up on.
Mm-hmm.
There was a fire sale going on that we didn't get in on, but we probably should have.
I wish we knew. I didn't know. I didn't know about it.
I saw the notification. I didn't think anyone was gonna, take them seriously because it's not a keeper league or anything like that.
You should have told us.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I wish I did.
Anyway,
otherwise, we would have we definitely would have got a fucking couple pieces.
Some dude sold off Juan Soto for trash in a bag of baseballs.
Yeah,
Ramon Laureano, Bruce Zimmerman, and someone else for Soto and Nick Pivetta, I think.
And then the best part is that
do you want to read the Padres guys' offense right now? His lineup.
I can. We're better, but I just want to put that out there.
I'm sure, but
We're 7-2. They're 6-3. We have a 93.
The deep fryer, by the way. Right?
We have a 93% chance of making the playoffs right now.
Let's go. Deep fryer has an unreal team.
Offense: Sean Murphy, Anthony Rizzo, Wilmer Flores, Manny Machado, Josh Rojas. Interesting. George Springer, Byron Buxton, Anthony Santander, Ketel Marte, Ian Happ, and Juan Soto, Giancarlo Stanton, Fernando Tatis. I thought he had Machado too.
So he did?
I thought he did. He doesn't. Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah.
I skip over him.
No, you said Machado.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
What time is it? Oh, it's 1:45. There you go.
Anyway. Yeah, some drama there. Fire sale. Not enough people vetoed it. Then everybody's complained about it after the fact. Listen, we're just glad that this year's drama did not involve us. We were sitting there watching peacefully. That was an absolute shitstorm last year. This year we're gonna be on the outside, but we're still this year.
It wasn't hostile, you know.
Right. No one was stealing content and then just abandoning their
nobody was getting angry at all.
It was just some friendly chirping and you know, hey, what the fuck, man?
No, I like this group. I like this group a lot better than
great group of podcasts. And I can't wait to beat them all. But it's not really the biggest fantasy drama.
Four-game win streak, by the way.
That's not really the biggest drama in fantasy sports these days. It's the fact that Tommy Pham slapped the living shit out of Jock Peterson.
Yeah.
Over a fantasy football league. And Tommy Pham left because Jock Peterson sent a GIF about the Padres, and Tommy Pham didn't like that.
Really?
That was last September. And Tommy Pham went up to Jock Peterson, 3 weeks ago, and just slapped the living shit out of him.
I didn't know it was out. Yeah.
Will Smith style, yeah. And somehow, some way, it was found out that Mike Trout was the commissioner of this fantasy football league.
Yep.
And Mike Trout with the greatest line ever: "All commissioners I know get booed."
Yeah.
Just an absolute wild story coming out of baseball that really just, who knew was going to be something weird like that this year.
See, like, Tommy Pham, childish. But at the same time, if I was
what Jock Peterson was wearing, though, when he explained the incident, that's childish.
No,
fucking overall looking shit and the fucking hat. Oh, dude.
No, I don't want to see it.
It looked like a little boy going to get his balloon and looking on a lollipop kind of thing on his big wheel.
What, he had like a spinner hat?
It might as well have been. You know the kid from The Incredibles who at the end who goes, "That was totally awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like that kid.
So what I was going to say is, if I was a black belt in Muay Thai, I would probably act the same way. I would have the biggest balls in the world. Who's fucking with you? You're a black belt in Muay Thai. Come on. I don't blame him. Jock Peterson wasn't going to do anything back.
And Tommy Pham literally got stabbed in his back playing baseball. Don't forget that. Like, Tommy Pham has fucking street cred, bro.
Yeah, he does.
He's also a bitch for slapping someone about fantasy football, but hey.
Yeah.
But I had to talk about that.
It was a money league, though, no?
It was big money, yeah.
Yeah.
Big money. It was all over the use of a roster spot or an IR spot or something like that.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Just stupid. All-Star game voting opened, by the way, so go vote on some of your favorite players. Most of the Mets. I want Brandon Nimmo in the All-Star game this year. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I think he's fallen off a little bit. I think that
and the outfield is tough in the NL.
Yes, it is. I think that Pete Alonso and Jeff McNeil are locks right now. I think Lindor is probably a lock right now. And Nimmo's right there. I'd say he's the next guy. That's it though.
Diaz probably could get a nod.
Oh, Diaz, yeah, I think he will.
Yeah.
Unless Brian Snitker's a pussy and doesn't bring him.
I can see it. So go vote for your all-stars. Send us your all-star ballot. Let's see who you guys think.
Yeah, we'll show our ballots next week.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing I know you don't really follow is college baseball.
Nope.
And I don't know why. Is there any reason why?
Not as entertaining as MLB.
Okay.
It's a bunch of fucking college kids.
But they're playing for the pure love of the game. Oh, not anymore because the NIL deals and
competition isn't as
Tommy,
good.
You were big on Tommy Tanks though.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch him though. Just saw his highlights. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. If there was no Major League Baseball on, I'll watch it. Otherwise, I would rather watch Major League Baseball.
Okay, let's put it this way. Shit got wild in the road to Omaha this year. The number one team in the country, Tennessee, who finished their regular season 53-7.
Mm-hmm.
Their entire rotation was selected as the Team USA collegiate team. It's great if you get one or two guys, just in general, but when your entire rotation is selected to play for Team USA at the collegiate, whatever, that's fucking impressive. Yeah. They ran through their regional. Didn't really have much competition. Alabama State, Campbell, Georgia Tech, no problem.
Yeah.
Super regionals, they hosted obviously as the number one overall seed. They faced Notre Dame, a team that came in pretty good record, 38-14 after the regional round.
Right.
They lost to Notre Dame, and Notre Dame will face Texas in Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
After beating the number one team in the country. And this Tennessee team, if they had won it all, could have gone down as one of the best college baseball teams in history. They were that good. I mean, Ben Joyce, the freshman, throwing 106. I mean, that kid's fucking filthy. And Notre Dame had to get through a team in Georgia Southern at 40-18. So here are the teams that are going to Omaha, won their super regionals. You got Notre Dame facing the Hispanic Titanic, Ivan Melendez, and Texas, who were able to beat East Carolina. They played them tough. That was a good series to watch. Texas A&M ended up beating Louisville in the Super Regionals. They'll take on Oklahoma, who beat Virginia Tech, the fourth seed overall. Stanford had a great year. They were the 2 seed overall, 41-14 heading into the tournament. They're going to face Arkansas. Now, Arkansas, I've been waiting to talk about this for a long time. The Omaha Hogs are going to they should bring the raccoon with them. I remember sending you this video as soon as I saw it. The guy wrangling the fucking raccoon in the stadium, in the stands. Dude, fucking barehanded the raccoons, carrying them out, whatever, casually.
And the visiting and then there was bullpen.
Second raccoon, by the way.
Was there?
Yeah, there was. The guy's friend didn't want to miss out on the action. But the visiting bullpen was so amazed by this guy.
They were all in awe.
They build them different down in Arkansas, man. That's for sure. The kid who wrangled up the raccoon walked him out of the stadium, went to put him down, then went to go turn back to go watch the rest of the game, but he got bit by the raccoon, so they sent him to the hospital.
Oh, God.
Fucking wild shit. The rally raccoon might make its way it's going to make its way to Omaha, hopefully. And Arkansas, who had a great year last year. It's looking like a very, very good program for the long run. They're set up well. They were the they weren't even in the top 15 seed, I don't think, going into the tournament. They were not. No, so they had to face they were in the Stillwater regional with Oklahoma State. So Arkansas will play Stanford. That's gonna be a great matchup. I highly recommend watching that one. And then Ole Miss, who beat Southern Mississippi, and that was a wild series.
Yeah.
Southern Mississippi was a very good team. Ole Miss dominated it. Playing with a team that I think could win it all, Auburn. In an SEC battle, Should be very, very fun to watch. Highly recommend watching the College World Series. Wild things happen in Omaha. I mean, Coastal Carolina won a few years back. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. These are some powerhouse teams we got here this year.
Yeah.
Again, Notre Dame, Texas, A&M, Oklahoma. Oklahoma won the softball World Series, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they ran through that shit. That was what they did this year was insane.
They won last year too, right?
Yeah.
I think they won back.
They outscored their opponents like 500
to
60 or whatever. It was just
crazy.
Unreal. And then Stanford and Arkansas. Definitely recommend checking out the College Baseball World Series this year. Going to be a fun tournament. Double elimination, best of 3 in the finals. It's going to be on ESPN and all that stuff. Highly recommend it. But Notre Dame upsetting Tennessee, man, that was wild. I know you don't watch college baseball, so I'm not going to ask you who you got, but I do recommend you watch the College World Series.
I got the lower seed.
All right, it works. What do we miss? Anything?
Oh, that's all I got.
The City Connect jerseys.
Oh yeah.
We saw the Rockies and the Angels while we were gone.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on those?
Did we talk about KC? Yeah, we did.
We definitely talk about Kansas City. Yeah,
they're okay. Okay.
I think they missed the mark on the Angels. Should
Um,
have said Halo on it.
I think if it said Halos instead, I'd probably bump them up a few spots.
Mhm.
Well,
you have your rankings, right?
Yeah, I did rank them.
What do you? I mean, do you want to go through that real quick?
I could go through it if you want.
So let's see what we got.
Because
we like to be fashionable here on Take a Pitch. So these jersey rankings are done in very serious manner.
All right, so the saucy. I'm gonna go from the sauciest to the least saucy.
All right, top to bottom. Here we go.
Do you have your rankings? Can you come up with?
Them,
can you come up?
Them as we go.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Hang on. Let me give me a couple minutes to do this.
So I'll read off mine while you try to come up with yours. So one, I got the Chicago White Sox. So, wow, I'm from Boston now.
Your cousin from Boston.
The White Sox, the South Side. Number 2, the Royals. 3, I got the Serpientes, Diamondbacks.
You love that one, don't you?
4, Space City, Astros. 5, the Nationals. 6, I got the Rockies. 7, Wrigleyville for the Cubs. 8, Angels. 9, Boston. 10, Giants. 11, Marlins. 12, Dodgers. And yeah. I know you said you felt differently about a few. I do want to hear yours. But so I'll give you my reasoning as to why.
Yeah, let's hear it. What do you got?
Why, like, because I know before you said that you would do the Cubs a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a fan of the blue on blue. I don't really care for those blue pants.
Right.
Like the like.
But you like the green pants in Colorado?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
I think those are so ugly.
I think they've missed the mark. Like the Rockies jersey.
Yeah.
I love the Rockies jersey. I think that they hit hard on that. I like it with the green. I like their hat. Their hat is fire.
Well, it has a purple outline too, right?
Yeah.
On the numbers and everything. Yeah.
I think they hit the mark on the Rockies, personally. Jersey.
Okay.
Don't like the green pants.
No.
The Astros, again, I like the Space City. I think they hit the mark on the hat, on the jersey. But then you got the pants, those dark blue pants with the fucking number on the thigh. Like, dude, this isn't the fucking 70s. Get that the fuck out of here. Dodgers, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. If you like the Dodgers, you probably have the worst taste in anything in history. If you think the Dodgers is a top 3, You have horrible taste in clothing. I do not even want to see what the fuck you wear because you look like a disaster, I'm sure. Same thing with the Cubs. Blue on blue. I'm just not a fan of it. I just don't like it. I think it looks like a fucking travel team. The only team I think that pulls it off is the White Sox, the pinstripes. I think it's like an old school look with like a street look of South Side Chicago. I think it just perfectly encapsulates what South Side Chicago is. I think that is the perfect representation out of any of them. It's easily the best. KC is fire too, though. All right, let's see what you got.
So I have same 1 and 2 as you. I have Chicago White Sox. I got the Royals. I have the Astros at 3. I love the design of Space City, especially in light of my recent trip to Houston this year. I think it's a really good, really nice nod to the city. I think they hit the mark there big time.
Mm-hmm.
I have Washington at 4. It's grown on me recently. I have the Cubs at 5. Mm-hmm. I like the crisp Wrigleyville. I like it. I have the D-backs at 6. Again, the cream pants. It's all right.
Cream works. Cream works. So then are you saying that you don't like?
I don't like the font. I just don't like the font on the jersey with the Diamondbacks.
The script.
Yeah,
what else would it be?
I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know.
It's serpents.
I know. I think there's
they
could have done better. I don't know what though.
But
I got the Rockies at 7.
Hold on. Before you go, so you said you don't care for the cream. Do you not like the Giants' home uniforms, the Cardinals alternates, the Phillies alternates with those creams? Do you not like those?
Well, I don't know. I also don't like the red with just the number. I feel like they could have used the red a little more in the Diamondbacks jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the hat, maybe even.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done a little more.
Okay.
I don't hate them though.
All right, so
they're definitely in the top group.
What do you have at 7?
I have the Rockies at 7.
Okay.
Like you said, the jersey's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Giants at 8. It's simple. I hate the helmets they wear. Fucking hate the Little League looking helmets.
Horrible.
But I kind of like it. I like the orange hat. I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Angels at 8 or 9.
At 9.
Angels at 9. I don't like the childish. It looks like a childish font almost.
It's California. It's retro California.
I think they could have done halos. They could have done a little better. I don't like the sleeve. I don't like the stripe on the sleeve.
I saw. There's a breakdown of what each thing means. I'll have to find that and send that to you. I haven't looked at
that one. Yeah, I have the Red Sox at 10. It's nice. It's a good tribute to the Boston Marathon. Doesn't scream Boston to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I have the Marlins at 11. I think they missed the mark big time on that one. I understand what they were trying to do, and for what they were trying to do, they hit the mark.
Yeah, for what they were doing, they hit the mark. Besides that, hideous.
But I think that could have been they should have gone Miami Vice.
I think they should have went with 80s Miami.
They did it perfectly in the NBA with the Heat. Miami Vice looking with the blue and the pink.
Coke Boys. That's what it should have been.
For what they were going for, they hit the mark. I think they could have done a lot better. And then the Dodgers in last place. Now, I saw a leak of what the Brewers could be.
Yeah, I saw a leak of the Padres too. It's San Diego.
I didn't see the Padres one. Oh, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
But no, I saw a leak of the Brewers, and it looks like it could be it. I'm not over the moon about it. It seems a little too simple.
What did it say on it?
It was just a lot of Brew Crew stuff and kind of basic font. I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
I'll have to look it up.
It's not true, but so far, I will say Nike has missed the mark more than they've hit.
I agree.
And they've missed badly.
I think they've really only hit on 2. The top 2.
What do you think? The
The
top
White
two.
Sox and the
Well,
Royals.
and I don't even know if the Royals one screams KC. I just like the look.
I mean,
it's a simple look.
That's really what I'm talking about. I don't really know what it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a ton of sauce for the White Sox and the Royals.
And they hit the mark on the Rockies jersey. They hit the mark on the Astros jersey.
Yeah. You just gotta. I just personally, I hate those fucking pants. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them. Hate them. Hate them. Hate them.
I get it.
So I'll give you the one thing. The only thing that makes the Giants 10 instead of 11 and switching them with the Marlins is that I do like the bridge on their sleeve. So they have the Golden Gate Bridge on their sleeve. I like that. Besides that, hideous.
Yeah, I had them a little higher than you. I don't know. I like the simplicity of it. I like the fog, great radiant. I like that a little bit.
And they're not. I hate that. And then they're fucking hideous helmets. Oh,
right. The helmets are what? I can't place this any higher than I did,
dude.
I placed it a lot higher than I should have because of the helmets. But I mean, in spite of the helmets, but
hideous.
Those helmets they look like Little League helmets.
Yeah. The Little League World Series makes better helmets.
I can't wait for that this year.
Yeah, I'll be so. Hopefully, it'll be fun.
World Series.
Yeah.
That's
all
overall,
I got. Anything else? Yep. Go on.
If you had to get rid of one of the jerseys in your top 5, which one are you getting rid of?
Get rid of one of the jerseys in my top 5.
In your top 5 of the City Connect jerseys, if you had to eliminate one, if you think they should redo one,
Nationals.
Okay.
I think
it's 5, or do you think they could have done better? Or?
No, I think they could have done a little better. I think they hit the mark on the rest, in my opinion, on my 1 through 4. I think they hit it perfectly, and that was perfect the way it should be.
I don't know. I kind of like the Nationals design. I think it was a good design. There's really only so much you could do that hasn't been overdone with the whole
WSH though. Like, I feel like you could have done something else. Like, why is it the acronym? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know. I like the gray. I like the cherry blossom idea.
Yeah, no, I like those. I just think that they could have done maybe something a little bit more.
Okay, I agree.
What about you?
Honestly, I'm probably gonna say Washington. Also, I don't know. I don't have a real reason why, but I like the crispness of the Wrigleyville jerseys. Yeah. If they can get rid of the pants. I understand what you're saying with the pants. The more I look at it, I like the light blue and dark blue combo. I'd like that a lot because it works. It works with KC. It works with the Cubs one.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go with Washington. I could have done just a little more. Maybe make it almost like a pink jersey for the cherry blossoms. Make it really stand out.
Mm-hmm.
There could have been more. I do like the W though on the hats.
Yes, I like it too. The old school like Senators W.
Yep. Could have been better.
What teams are you looking forward to for next year? Like, who? Give me 3 that you absolutely want for next year, not including the Mets.
You made the Cardinals. I want to see the Cardinals.
That was one of mine.
I want to know what Cleveland's going to do, especially with the new name brand renaming and everything like that.
Rock City, baby.
To see that. And you know what? I'm debating between Philly and Atlanta. I want to see both of those. I think Philly can have a great concept. They can have a fantastic concept. But I want to see what they do with Atlanta.
All right.
Those are my teams. Who you got?
Cardinals. Pirates.
Ooh. The Pirates can get a good look out of this one.
Yeah. Steel City. There's a ton that they could do.
So much.
And Mariners. Let's go Mariners.
I was gonna say, I think one we might be sleeping on would be the Mariners. I think they could do a lot. Emerald City and all that. There could be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also think Baltimore is gonna be fun.
Baltimore. I think all of them should be.
They should be fun, but I think Baltimore. There's so much you can do. So much history in that city. You know, there's just I want I want them all. I really do. I want to see them all.
Yeah, me too.
Here's one that I really gonna love it. I wasn't gonna say it because it's kind of a cop out, but I want to see what they do with the Yankees. It's such a traditional look. So, it hasn't changed ever. I want to know what the fuck they're gonna do there.
Do you think they will do one for the Yankees?
Well, I know the Yankees were really hesitant to do it.
So
the Yankees didn't want to do it.
They've been doing 12 a year. 12 a year. Holy shit.
6 a year, right?
6 a year. 7. Sorry, 7 a year. That doesn't add up to 30.
What would it add to 32?
No. It would 28.
Unless they do 4 next year and do.
No, I think they're gonna do another 7 set next year. I'd imagine.
And it's interesting because they did the big cities already. They did Chicago, they did LA.
Mm-hmm.
Now all they have to do is New York.
New York.
Which I think New York might end up being the last set.
I think they're going to do the Mets next year, personally.
I think the Phillies, with all the concept designs, the Phillies have to be next year.
Mets, Phillies, Cardinals, Blue Jays, Twins, Tigers.
Rangers
think
be
one more. Rangers. Ooh, Rangers, Mariners.
They're doing an AOS team.
Yeah, A's. Forgot about the A's.
I think the A's need something that would
draw the A's.
City Connect jersey might. The City Connect. Well, I think it depends on where they're going to be.
I know.
That's going to be a very, very interesting.
So you know what?
Watch.
That's probably why they're going to hold off. That's if they go to 28. Oh, that saves 3. It saves 2 teams.
And 2 teams looking at relocation would be the Rays,
and
the A's.
Yep.
I think we cracked the case here.
So
I think we figured this shit out.
I think they'll do. Yeah, I think they'll just leave those because we're going to be up to 14. Yeah, I think the Mets, Braves, Phillies will probably all be next year. Actually, they're going to save one of those 3 for the following year.
That would do the entire NL East. Yeah, you can't do that. Interesting. All right. That does it for Take a Pitch. We're back. Sorry it took us so long again. Follow us on all socials at Take a Pitch. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
TikTok. Gotta add that
TikTok.
to the...
We're getting on TikTok. We're not gonna do dances. We're not gonna dance. Although, hang on, if Joey Votto could do TikTok dances, we might have to do some. I
thought we were doing some TikTok dances.
If you're down to do it, I guess I could do it. We'll make
I'm gonna take my horse.
We'll make Macca do some TikToks.
That works.
Yeah. We'll have him do the at every ballpark. Just
like those kids that just graduated college that are going to every ballpark this summer.
Yeah,
you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, my sister sent it to me.
There's a lot of great content creators in baseball.
Yeah.
Things that just make sense though at a Mets game. We'll have Macca do it this week. See if we can go to a game with him this week. Anyway, he's Billy. I'm Max. You already knew that though. This has been Take a Pitch. Go follow this shit on socials. We at this pitch. Peace.
It's Tito made.
Yee.